Bryan! Bryan! Losing health units. Must rest. Since it's just the three of us, we'll need some way to contact each other if we should get separated. Back where I come from, if anyone ever gets separated, we just stay where we're at and wait for someone to come find us. Yeah, but what if that someone that finds you is a diesel? We could try blowing our whistles. Well, what if we're out of water or coal? Yeah, you got a point there. We could try shouting something like, "Oh, someone help, I'm all alone." Nah, maybe something more like, "Hey, where'd you guys go?" Nah, both of those are too much to remember. Maybe something like, yodel-a-hee-hoo. No, yodeling is stupid. Maybe something more like, sorry, my voice cracks sometimes, sorry. Maybe something like, there we go. I'm thinking we should make animal noises instead. That way if the diesels hear us, they won't think it's us. Something like, oh, ho, ho, ho. Pa, 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 ka, pa, 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 ka. Shut up, both of you. Jeez, it's like running a nursery of troublesome trucks. Absolute childcare. Someone has anger issues. Say, I think we passed this switch tower already, and I think we went across that bridge already. I think we're just going around in circles. Well, maybe I could be a bit more focused if you guys weren't annoying me. Someone has... Don't say it a second time. Come on. Or maybe something like, quiet. Meanwhile, Spamcan had crossed the Vicarstown Bridge and was making its way onto the other railway to look for his missing friends. He came around a bend and he stopped. There were engines everywhere. Look, cried Percy, it's Spamcan. He's come to rescue us. Spamcan looked at all the engines that were in the scrapyard. He could see Oliver, Patriot, the boss, Percy, James, Norman, Roxanne, Splatter, Dodge, Toby, Samson, Scruff, Charlie, Wally the ballast truck, a strange looking boxcar, as well as all the other military engines, and Diesel Tenant Bowler. My goodness, said Spankin. I wasn't expecting to find so many engines here. For starters, I wasn't expecting to find you military engines here, said Spankin. Yeah, said Johnston. The Diesels did bomb our base, but we weren't involved, actually. The Diesels just captured us later and put us all here. Okay, Spankin. Well, I'm glad you guys are all okay. And what are Diesel Tenant Bowler doing here? The reason they're here, said Norman, is because they failed their leader, Griffin, too many times. Oh, yes indeed, said Bowler. It's not fun being stuck in the scrapyard with all these steam engines. Spankin, if you could get me and Bowler out of here, we would really appreciate it, said Diesel 10. Why should I help you, said Spankin. Because we know where the Diesels are going to take Ryan when they catch him, said Diesel 10, and we'll help you stop them if you help us. The engines laughed loudly. We're serious, said Bowler. I think they might be right, said Patriot. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll help you, but you better help me in return, Spankin. Now then, Spamcan, I was only able to bring one truck of coal, so I need to decide which of the steam engines I can give the coal to so we can help stop the diesels. You should probably give it to us, said Patriot and the boss. We're very strong tender engines, and you'll need lots of strength and power to stop the diesels. So Spamcan rolled over to Patriot and the boss, and his driver unloaded some of the coal and put it in their tenders. Then Spamcan's driver put some of his fuel in Bowler and Diesel 10's tanks. Why don't you take me too, said the boxcar. It's me, Den. I'm just wearing a disguise. You see, Frank wanted to play a prank on James, so he disguised me and Dart as boxcars, and well, me and James ended up getting captured when James was chasing me. Alright, Spankin. Yeah, I still have plenty of fuel, said Den. The diesels just couldn't remove my fuel because of this crate disguise. Alright, Spankin. Take me too, said Wally. I can't stand another minute being alone in this scrapyard without my friends Harry and Wallace. And plus, you never know when you'll need a ballast truck. Patriot and the boss's tenders were filled with coal, but there was still some left. Alright, Spamcan, I have enough coal to give to a couple of tank engines. Why don't you give the coal to that big tender engine in the shed next to James, said Percy. Spamcan looked over and saw the green tender engine in the shed next to James. Sam, said Spamcan, is that really you? Howdy, Spamcan, said Sam. Long time no see. So Spamcan's driver put the remaining coal in Sam's tender. Alright, said Den, are you ready to go? As ready as I'll ever be, said Patriot. Let's do this, said the boss. And so Spamcan and his group of engines quickly left. Let's all hope, said Charlie, that they will be able to stop the diesels. Back on Sodor, Griffin and Mason were on a bridge struggling to get answers out of Bryan. I'll ask you for the last time, said Griffin. Where is Ryan? Just then, Driller arrived with Ryan. Griffin, he said. Not now, Driller, said Griffin. But Griffin, I found Ryan. You did? You did? Nice work, Driller, said Mason. Now what should we do with this guy? Let's leave him here, said Griffin. See, I put dynamite by the supports down there just in case he wouldn't talk. So the diesels reversed off the bridge, leaving Bryan, who was without a driver, stranded on the bridge. Mason's driver lit the fuse to one of the dynamite sticks, and then rushed back to Mason's cab. You guys go on ahead, said Mason. I'll catch up. And he reversed into a signing. Just then, Bryan saw a bunch of engines on the adjacent line race past, but they were going so fast that they didn't see him on the bridge. Just then, Bryan saw Wally, Den, and Sam approaching from the distance. He knew he needed to get their attention. But without his driver in his cab, he couldn't blow his whistle. His only way to get their attention was to shout. Bryan struggled to get the words out of his mouth. Help! 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 Even though Bryan's call for help could barely be heard, Wally somehow managed to hear it. Wally looked over and saw Bryan stuck on the bridge, as well as the dynamite that was seconds away from exploding. Den, cried Wally. Quickly, go that way. What? Said Den. No time to explain, just go that way quickly, said Wally. So Den shunted Wally down the track towards the bridge. When you get to the top of the bridge, stop and I'll do the rest, said Wally. So when Den got to the top of the bridge, he stopped. Wally continued on and bashed into Bryan, which sent Bryan down the other side of the bridge and to safety. And no sooner did Bryan stop by the junction when the dynamite exploded. Den, however, wasn't quick enough to reverse to safety, and the bridge took him down with it. Spankin and the other engines heard the explosion and quickly came to a stop. Den, Wally, cried Sam, are you alright? I think so, said Wally. I'm fine, said Den. My crate disguise actually worked like a suit of armor. It kept me protected from the fall, so when I hit the ground, the crate disguise kept me from getting damaged. Just then Mason rolled up. Hey, how did you get off the bridge? He said. Just then Golden Gilbert came racing around the bend, and he gave Mason a huge bump. The impact was so great that Mason rocketed up the hill and went flying over the gap. Whoa, 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 oh. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that, said Sam. Bryan couldn't believe what had just happened. A troublesome truck had risked its life to save him. Just then, Thomas, Ricky, and Adam came around the bend. There you guys are, said Thomas. Wait a minute, what are Diesel 10 and Bowler doing with you? To make a long story short, they're on our side now, says Spancan. Okay, wait, what happened over there? That I actually don't know, says Spancan. I wasn't watching. We've been looking everywhere for Ryan, said Thomas. We've even checked the smelters, but he's not there. That's because the Diesels are taking him to Ulfstead Castle, said Diesel 10. Really? Said Ricky. Yeah, said Diesel 10. Well then, we better get going, said Thomas. Golden Gilbert, will you be able to look after Bryan, said Thomas. Sure thing, said Gilbert.